Welcome to the ServicePRO Incident Management webinar. Proper incident management ensures that normal service operation is restored as quickly as possible and the impact on business operations is minimal. ServicePRO's workflow and automation capabilities will ensure that all incidents are dealt with in a timely manner and accurate reporting is generated to ensure continuous improvement. In this webinar, we will explore the end-user experience, the support rep homepage design to maximize productivity, auto-routing rules, communication tools for incident management, SLA monitoring using business rules, automated follow-ups, workspace customization, SLA and customized survey reporting. We will start exploring incident management in ServicePRO by looking at the end-user experience in the ServicePRO self-service portal. This is the login page that the user sees when directed to the self-service portal. The page can be branded with the organization's logo and custom messaging in the left pane. The right pane includes the login widget. The user can log in or sign up right from here. Existing users can use the Active Directory credentials or log in with their ServicePRO credentials. We will log in as end user Bob Stevens. Bob Stevens' homepage consists of several widgets, including the service catalog, which is a listing of all the services offered by the service desk. He can also review any of his recent requests in the Recent Updates widget. Bob will be logging an incident request from the service catalog. He can begin by entering a descriptive title. In this case, he has received an error when trying to access an application. ServicePRO's knowledge management capabilities can be invoked here, which will prompt him with possible solutions that are relevant to the title entered. He can browse through the solutions and pick one that is the best match. With the Enhanced Knowledge Management add-on, he can review ratings of the solution by other users. He also has the ability to rate the solution himself. If the solution is not helpful, he can continue with the request submission. Next, the urgency can be entered, which is Bob's assessment of the importance of his request. If any assets are allocated to Bob, then he can select the asset from here. In the additional information section, Bob can enter details such as the best contact number to reach him at, the impact of the incident, which he can select from high to low. He selects low as this issue only impacts him. He can then select the type of issue he is having, which is followed by a dependent field asking for the name of the specific application. After hitting submit, the request will show up in the Recent Updates widget for Bob to review. We will now look at the view of a support rep, starting with the interactive homepage setup. The first widget shows the in-queue view, which is a listing of all the requests that the rep can work on. As you can see, this listing can be customized with multiple fields, including custom fields. Next, we have the Messages widget, where support reps can view messages sent to them by other reps. The rep can review the emails from the email widget, as well as create a new request or update an existing request. Below, we have some reports showing total open requests grouped by priority, interactive charts showing types of requests that were logged within the last month, as well as the average handle time for each agent before resolving requests. Next, we will review the in-dispatch view to look for any new requests that are sitting in dispatch. The request recently logged by Bob Stevens is currently in dispatch. We can review the activity stream, the request properties, and the custom fields that were entered by Bob. A business rule has been configured to auto-route this request to the appropriate queue based on the issue selected in the custom fields. As we selected application issues, the request will be routed to the Tech Level 2 queue. We will now review Danny Ocean's workspace, which includes several queue folders based on different criteria, such as the type of request, the geography, and even the tier level. We can drill down to the Tech Level 2 folder to look for this request. The request has been successfully routed to the Tech Level 2 queue, and in the activity stream, the first highlighted rule shows the auto routing to Tech Level 2, and the second rule shows the automatic priority assignment based on emergency of high and impact of low as selected by Bob. We will now update the request and assign it to Danny Ocean. Assignment of the request to a rep changes the status of the request from in queue to in service while leaving the request in the same queue folder. This is the criteria monitoring our response service level agreement. As we have assigned the request to a rep in a timely fashion, this request will not breach response SLA. The internal only tab, which was not visible to our end user Bob Stevens, contains additional information about this request and the requester that will help automate workflows. The requester's AD login name can be pulled from the user's profile in AD. We can also check to see if the user is a VIP. When a resolution is found, the details of the resolution can be entered here for easy reporting. The next two checkboxes are controlled by two SLA business rules that are monitoring the system. As discussed, the response SLA is monitoring the time within which the request is assigned to a rep, where the time criteria is based on priority. And the resolution SLA is monitoring when the request is closed, again based on priority. If the request breaches either SLA, the business rule automatically checks the appropriate box, making it easy to report on such requests. Next, we can email our request to Bob directly from the request, asking him for further information. After sending the email, we can change the state of the request to waiting for response. States can be very handy for workflow management, where any state other than ASAP can be hidden from the workspace view, making it easier to manage the workspace. When Bob replies to the email that was sent to him, it will update the request automatically and change the state of the request to ASAP, so the request will show up in the rep's workspace again. In the meantime, a business rule will be monitoring the system to look for any requests that are in the waiting for response state for over a certain period of time. Upon encountering such requests, the rule will email the requester as a follow-up. If they respond, the request will get updated and the state will be changed to ASAP. If no response is received within a certain time frame, then the request can even be closed by the rule. We will now check Bob's inbox for the email that was just sent to him and respond to it with an attachment. We can customize the rep's workspace view to filter out requests that are not active using the My Workspace tab in the workspace. As you can see, there are only active requests showing in the list, and the latest request by Bob has been removed. We will also look into how to customize the view to add the additional fields, such as custom fields, as columns in the workspace. We are interested in adding the impact field to the workspace view, which can be found in the incident service request type. Upon selecting the correct field and ensuring that show field is set to yes, we can go ahead and save this view. Upon reviewing Danny Ocean's workspace, we see that the impact custom field shows up as a column. Upon refreshing our view, we see that the request is back in the list, indicating that the request has been updated with Bob's response. In the activity stream, we can see Bob's response and the original email that was also sent by Danny to Bob. The document that Bob attached can also be viewed from the Documents tab. Let's assume that we have resolved this incident, so we can enter our notes in the memo and the resolution details in the custom field, and we can go ahead and close this request. We will now take a look at a custom report that has been designed to report on the SLA status for the requests that were closed last week. This is a simple report that summarizes the response and resolution SLA grouped by priority by showing the percentage of requests out of the total that breached both SLAs. At the bottom, we see the grand totals as well. Anything highlighted in red is a breach of over 50%. Now that Bob Stevens' request has been closed, a business rule has been configured to email him with a survey for this request. The ServicePRO Customized Survey add-on has been used here, which allows custom questions in addition to the standard star ratings. We check Bob Stevens' inbox for the survey link that has been sent to him. The link takes Bob to the self-service portal where it automatically logs him in and takes him directly to the survey questions for this request. There are 3 custom questions that are displayed for Bob to answer along with the standard quality and timeliness star rating as well and memo. Upon completing the survey, the results are stored in ServicePRO and a custom report can be generated to review the survey results. The report displays all the requests that were closed, along with who closed them, the responses for the custom questions, and a summary for each rep, displaying their satisfaction rate and timely response rate. At the very end, a grand summary can be displayed, showing the overall satisfaction and timely response rating. This concludes our webinar on incident management. Thank you for attending. As a brief recap, we covered the end-user experience when submitting a new request, the support rep homepage design, auto-routing workflows, SLA monitoring using business rules, workspace customization, SLA reporting, as well as customer user survey and reporting. Thank you.